So as you saw, the thing runs. It works, sorta. It's underpowered. It's not the engine's fault. It's the gearing that I have there. It's way too high for it. I believe it's too high. Yeah, this thing wants to go super fast. Well, top speed. The acceleration really sucks on it. So it's like a motorized bike. You have to pedal assist it to get going because it will not go on a dead stop. Again, that's not the engine's fault. That's just the gearing that I have here. That needs to be a lot bigger. That probably could stay the same, but that definitely needs to be a lot bigger. It's been a couple days because it's been raining. This is a rainy season, and every time I get to ride it, either it's raining or I have to go to work. So, but I did try to ride it, and that sprocket down there, I don't know if you remember, I had to put a shim in it. Well, that did not work. This thing was spinning around on that axle. No matter how tight I got that set screw on it, it just spun around. So I ended up having to weld it to the brake hub here. Now it's permanent, but it sucks because now I gotta remove that thing. It's too small. This was the shim. I cranked, the set screw bit down on it really hard. Even that wasn't enough. This thing was just spinning around. But other than that, the thing runs. Also, the hand grip I had to change out. If you notice, they're a little different. The hand grip that was on here originally, it was extremely loose, and I think because it's kind of ribbed on the inside of this twist throttle. And I guess it sheared off. You can't see it, it's bad lighting, but it sheared off the splines that were in that. It sheared it off real bad, so I had to end up using the grips that came with this bike, and it fits really tight. It doesn't slip anymore, so that's why they're different. And I can't get that one off to put the other grip on, so I'm just gonna leave that on. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do with that sprocket. If I go any bigger, it's gonna hit the frame. Also, I just noticed this right now. See how it's off? This whole shaft just moved this way. Well, that's an easy fix, so I'm not worried about that. The chain was rubbing on the frame. I just noticed that right now too. Look at that. Yeah, because this thing moved, it's kind of moving off the tensioner too. Also, I am gonna have to put, well, this got loose too. Well, this thing was just vibrating itself apart. Hopefully now that I just ridden it, hopefully the chain stretched just enough where I can fit a half link on it and shorten it up. I'm gonna have to really, also these fenders gotta go. Every time I go to accelerate, I don't know if you probably noticed, every time when I give it gas, these fenders just really vibrated like crazy, both the back and the front. They're really flimsy, really loose, and it just drives me insane when you go to, it feels like you're gonna explode. Every time when it tries to engage the clutch, it will kick, and then it'll slow back down, kick, slow back down, because it's not that strong. It's not powerful enough to get going on that gear ratio. So every time it kicks, it vibrates the frame like crazy because it's trying to go. It wants to go 40, 50 miles an hour. I tried to use my speedometer GPS, but for some reason it wasn't working. Couldn't figure it out. So I wanted to show how fast this thing could go in the current state that it is, but I couldn't because that app wasn't working for me, so I gotta figure something else. Maybe put an actual speedometer on this. I need to put a big sprocket on that back end. Something like this. Something like this. But it will not fit because of the clearance here. Now I do have some other sprockets over there, but even then they're still too big. So if I really want to mess with this, I have to cut this piece off and rework this entire back end. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know. I think I just want to move on to another project, because I kind of do just want to do another project. This thing is fun though. I would prefer this over the motorized bicycle. This thing's fun. If I can just get this up and running, I'd enjoy this a lot more than the motorized bicycle. Well, that's not motorized, but you get what I'm talking about. It's just way more convenient. I could sit still. I don't have to worry about balancing. Although taking corners was kind of sketchy. Oh shit. I had to slow down. This thing wanted to flip over. That's one major drawback about this. If the wheels were in the front and the one wheel was in the back, a reverse trike, I wouldn't really have that issue with it doing corners, but with the way it's set up right now, cornering sucks. It's absolutely horrible on this. But overall, I enjoyed it. It was pretty fun. Besides that, everything is pretty much done for now until I figure out what I'm going to do back there. So I'll see you in the next video.